It's for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to the Shack and our Irie Insurance pregame show. It's another edition of high school playoff basketball, game 2 of 4 today, and the EDC girls basketball tournament, a losers out game between the Wahpeton Huskies, the number 7 seed, and the Devils Lake Firebirds, the number 6 seed. I'm Joel Morgan, and joining me on this broadcast is Chase Miller, and we just got done with a game with a fantastic playoff finish. It was Shanley defeating Fargo North in a losers out game, 44-39, and Chase came down to the final play, a steal and one, and that's how that game ends.
It kind of reminded me of Red River and Central yesterday to start things off in the boys game. You're never sure what you're going to get at 2 o'clock in the afternoon during a midweek game, or even going into a weekend like today here on this Friday, but back and forth. And if it's any indication of what we have to offer, Wahpeton and Devils Lake played 2 pretty good games earlier this season, Joel. And we got 3 more games here in the EDC tournament. So, and the final thing is, you lose, you're done in their first 2 games. So there's that added pressure, there's that added little bit of creativity that you might see from coaches holding something back that they haven't shown before, which makes this tournament a whole lot of fun here inside the Shield Center.
Wahpeton got to this game via a loss against Cheyenne, 78-59. Well, Devils Lake got here via a loss against Red River, 82-34. And even though the Huskies brought a little bit more offensive firepower, Chase, you got to have a really short memory going into this game with your season on the line, because just probably not the basketball either of these teams wanted to be playing in the quarterfinal round of this tournament.
No, Devils Lake's a 6th seed. This has been a team that's been used to playing in the semifinals the last couple of years. They've had a lot of really good talent, that's came out of Devils Lake. Jess Mertens, you've been seeing some girls that have been playing collegiate basketball. So this is a program by head coach Justin Klein. They want to get in your face. They want to create tempo. On the opposite side for West, for the Wahpeton Huskies, and Brian Watson, the coach of the year last year, from the EDC in terms of Kent Riplinger from Red River, but we've seen Brian Watson be the coach of the year the last couple seasons. It's been nearly 5 years now that Tylee Irwin is on the program. But Wahpeton, this is a team that's won 2 games against Devils Lake. They went to Devils Lake and won, which has been hard to do, so they're not going to be afraid to play Devils Lake. Devils Lake won't be afraid to play Wahpeton. I think, Joe, we should have another evenly matched game in this contest between the Huskies and the Firebirds.
Talking about those 2 meetings between these 2 teams, out in Wahpeton, it was a 76-72 win, and then on the road it was 65-58. A combined 11 points between these 2 teams, between those 2 games. That was the reason that Wahpeton was able to get the win. Chase, in those 2 games, from the free throw line, Wahpeton outscoring Devils Lake 53-17. You imagine that might be a little bit of a change to the defensive style, or at least a little bit more of the aggressiveness and the risk-taking that Devils Lake's going to keep in mind, because you look at your Coach Klein, you think that, we take away some of these fouls, we might have a different looking game, and you got to know that that's going to be in the back of the mind of the Firebirds today.
And Wahpeton's the 2nd best team from the free throw line in the Eastern Dakota Conference. So to your point, Joel, you don't want to send Wahpeton the free throw line because they've made the most of it. They're right in the middle of the pack, giving up 62 points per game defensively. They're giving up 68. Same thing for Devils Lake. They're scoring 62. They're giving up 63. So just with those numbers, if any indication, on paper, it looks like we should have one that should go right down the wire like we did with Fargo Shanley and Fargo North just moments ago, Joel.
Other games to be played here today, Davies and West Fargo in the semifinals, which should be a good one, and then Cheyenne against Red River. The loser of the Davies-West Fargo game will play the winner of this one Saturday afternoon at 2:30, while the loser of the Cheyenne-Red River game will play against the Shanley Deacons at 4:15 Saturday, and a state qualifying game. So a lot of excitement coming here the next couple days at the Shack. Of course, all games can be seen right here on yourliveevent.com. Let us take a break. We'll be back with more of our Irie Insurance pregame show. It's EDC basketball on yourliveevent.com.
It's a family-oriented community.
It's a great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We
We wanted to be somewhere that was community oriented, and this felt just perfect.
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsborough, Hope, Macville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake. Find out more today. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Save the dates for the Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. New this year, music from Post-Traumatic Funk Syndrome, the Freddie Justice Hypnotist, the Traveling Escape Room, Nick the Magician for Youth Day, Senior Day, Free Family Friday, the Red Letter Band, the Woodpicks, racing, and so much more. NormanCountyFair.com. The Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. It is where summer begins and the fun never ends.
Everybody's gonna be there.
Welcome back to the Irie Insurance pregame show. The EDC girls basketball tournament losers out game coming up here. It will be the Wahpeton Huskies against the Devils Lake Firebirds, the 6th seed against the 7th seed to be played out here at the Shack. Tomorrow, of course, we got 2 more games left here today. Let's not forget that. But tomorrow, how about this one? A full day of basketball beginning at 11 o'clock. Fargo North and Shanley and a boys EDC qualifier, state qualifier, excuse me. 12:45 Grand Forks Central against West Fargo. We'll have our girls state qualifying game beginning at 2:30, 4:15. The girls championship at 6. And then the boys championship game between West Fargo Cheyenne and Fargo Davies. And Chase, I feel like we've been saying that a whole lot on the boys' side. West Fargo Cheyenne, Fargo Davies playing for an EDC championship.
Well, yeah, it's the 3rd straight meeting on the boys' side that they're going to play in an EDC championship. West Fargo Cheyenne, Joel, if they win later tonight, it'll be the first time in program history that they will play for an EDC title. First-year head coach Kenyon Wingenbach, I'm not sure who is the senior athlete or coach of the year, but I think Kenyon Wingenbach has put himself in at least coach of the year running here later tonight. But yeah, Davie Cheyenne basketball schools, West Fargo, Red River later tonight. Wahpeton and Devils Lake kind of the outliers right now, you know, in terms of that metro kind of a feel here in Class A basketball. Valley City lost to Wahpeton. That was a barn burner. I know we talked about that earlier in the broadcast, by 8. So what are the Huskies going to do? They played a really good Cheyenne team, played them well in the first half. Second half, the Mustangs a little bit too much for them. And Devils Lake just ran into a buzzsaw. That's Grand Forks River. And I said it in the last broadcast, Joel, I don't think we give Coach Ripplinger and the Rough Riders enough credit sometimes in the Eastern Dakota Conference. An awfully good team out in Grand Forks.
Absolutely. Let's take a break here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. Back to meet your starting lineups next.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday night racing returns this spring. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high-bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
Let the team at Taxman help prepare your taxes and answer any of your tax-related questions. From financial planning, payroll services, and retirement planning, Taxman focuses on your unique tax, accounting, and consulting needs. For expert, affordable service from accountants that care about you with a combined 200 years of experience, choose Taxman. Open year-round with offices in Fargo and Moorhead. For more information, go online to fmtaxman.com.
And welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. It's our Irie Insurance pregame show. Let's get our announcement here of the starting lineup.
Time to introduce our starting lineups for today's game, to be done alternately, beginning with the visitors, Devils Lake. For the Firebirds, starting at guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 10, Jaden Freilich. For the Huskies at forward, a 5'9" junior, number 11, McKenna Kulmo. For the Firebirds at guard, a 5'4" freshman, number 20, Tori Fee. And for the Huskies at guard, a 5'5" junior, number 12, Lydia Model. For the Firebirds at center, a 6'2" senior, number 21, Rachel Dolan. And for the Huskies at guard, a 5'7" senior, number 14, Ayana Allard. For the Firebirds at forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 24, Cabrin Friddle. For the Huskies at forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 23, Latea Luneberg. And for Devils Lake at forward, a 5'9" freshman, number 35, Claire Heilman. And for the Huskies at forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 40, Scout Woods. The assistant coaches for Devils Lake, Tyler Marquardt and David Curlin. The head coach of the Devils Lake Firebirds is Justin Klein. The assistant coaches for Wahpeton, Rod Brewer, Patrick Goulin, and Lakin Brewer. The head coach of the Wahpeton Huskies is Brian Watson.
And there we go. That is Bob Roars on the announcement of our starting lineups here for this matchup between the Devils Lake Firebirds and the Wahpeton Huskies. And Chase, we mentioned a couple names of players that have come through both of these programs the last few years, but what stands out to me when we look at our lineups is you got Scout Woods. She's a freshman, sees some big minutes. Lunenberg, who sees some big minutes. You got some young players on both sides.
You do, and you got the young players, and this is one of those things for Justin Klein. You're going to rely on your senior, Rachel Dolan, but then after that, there's going to be a lot of youth, right? So that was kind of the thing throughout the year. Knew Dolan was going to be player number one. A lot of people were going to focus their attention on her. With the Wahpeton Huskies, you kind of came through last year, a 3-19 season, and now all of a sudden they found themselves with 2 wins, double-digit wins here this year. How can they continue to advance with some of these sophomores and juniors and give these handful of seniors at least one more solid game for a chance to get to a state tournament, something they haven't done since Tylee Irwin was in Wahpeton in the 2016-2017 season, Joel.
Rachel Dolan will take the opening tip-off. Taya Lunenberg will be on the other end for the Wahpeton Huskies. As we are set to go, the tip is one back to the Firebirds, free. The fee rather will come on the near side wing to Friddle. Worked over to the left side. Ball was handled by Freilich, and we're going to get a stoppage here just 10 seconds into this game. Again, Wahpeton owns the regular season series between these two teams. It was a combined 11 points. The Huskies shining at the free throw line when they needed it the most, as Fee on the near side looks around, will skip left side. Friddle drives, shot altered, rebound picked up by the Huskies. Here comes Wahpeton. Kulmo with the ball, works into the post. Scout Woods goes across the baseline. Lunenberg will lose the ball, and it's picked up by the Huskies. Huskies trying to settle their offense a little bit more here on this possession. Model will come to the right side. Allard comes to drive, back beyond the arc to Scout Woods, skip to the near side. Kulmo, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Huskies need to pull the trigger. Skip to Kulmo, near side pass gets bobbled, picked up by Model, but it will be a shot clock violation.
This is one of those games where you want to find yourself a good start. Back to North and Shanley. North started the game on an 8-2 run, kind of got Shanley a little bit disrupted. The Deacons finally came back. The opening 3-4 minutes of win or go home kind of game, Joel, are always so big. If you can be that team that gets out to a 6-0, 8-0 start here.
Freilich to Heilman. Ball winds up in the corner, and it's going to be out of bounds. Allard got a steal and went out of bounds on the far side. Devils Lake will keep possession of the basketball. 16:54 left to go in the first half.
Update for you out west, Joel. Bismarck Century, here's a shocker, wins again and goes to a WDA Girls Basketball Tournament Championship with a 78-48 win over Bismarck Legacy in the semis.
Haven't heard someone say that in a season. Ball comes to the left side. Stepping in was Freilich, up to the top of the key, missed three for Fee, and it's the Huskies with the rebound. The Huskies have been a strong rebounding team this season. Woods tries to pass baseline, sent out of bounds by Friddle. 16:33 left in the half. Neither team yet to score here in our nearly first 2 minutes of the contest. Kulmo baseline left side. Sends it inbounds into the hands of Lunenburg. She'll be fouled and she'll go to the free throw line. Actually, he'll be on the ground.
Our first game points were hard to come by. 40 combined points in the first half between the Deacons and alongside, Fargo North. And for these teams, Joe, it's the first time they play in the Shield Center all year. So, kind of got to get used to your surroundings a little bit here.
Model for three. This one in and out. Sent out of bounds. I believe it was Heilman last to touch. Coach Klein going to argue that with our official Connor Dunn on the far side. Our officials for this one, Connor Dunn, Adam Grant, Mike Lean. Ball inbounded. Lunenburg shot off the backboard. Rebound will go right in front of Friddle. Here comes Devils Lake. Worked over to the near side. Onto the post to Dahlin. Finds an open Fee. Drives for two. Tori Fee hits two, and it's the Firebirds scoring first.
To your point of the pregame, Joel, you said you's going to be served here today, and the first bucket goes to an underclassman.
Win or go home. That's what this game means for these two teams on the court. As a shot from the left elbow will come off the backboard. Devils Lake basketball. You got to forget those two meetings between these two in the regular season. At least you try to out there on the court. As we're going to get a ball out of bounds, it's on the Firebirds back to Wahpeton. Chase, you got to forget about your two regular season meetings in a sense, and you got to forget about your quarterfinal games in this tournament because neither team put in their best foot forward.
No, and in Wahpeton, again, this is a team 2-0 against Devils Lake, but it wasn't like they blew out the Firebirds, 2 single-digit games. Expect the same thing here the third time around in this contest.
Model will send this one to Kulmo. Now work to the far corner. Ball knocked out of bounds, and I believe it is going to be last touched by Freilich, and that is what they will say.
Active zone defense by Devils Lake. You're not going to want to go in the middle. Rachel Dolan is just a very long, very active, so anywhere else for Wahpeton than trying to go right down Broadway.
Allard up for three, off the backboard, rebound, Friddle. Here comes the Firebirds, handled by Fee. Fee from the elbow, good. Tori Fee has scored all four for Devils Lake. Under 15 to go in the half.
That's typical patented Justin Klein basketball. Transition, score without the defense getting set for the Firebirds.
And Scout Woods tried to go over Rachel Dahlin. The ball will go out of bounds. It'll go to Devils Lake. Maya Max will come into the game for the first time for Wahpeton. I think there's one more substitution that came in the mix. We'll get you caught up in that, but once play set to resume here, Devils Lake with the basketball. Handled by Friddle, skips across to Fee, up for two, hits the backboard, and Fee gets her own rebound. It's kept in bounds. Actually, that was Heilman who got the rebound and keeps it in bounds.
Tough one there on Devils Lake for the Fire, but like you said, Joel, you'll live with those. You'll live with those, hustle opportunities and those hustle fouls early in a contest like this.
Bonchis was the one who checked into the game for Wahpeton as well as they're making their substitutions. 4-0 the score. Ball handled by Kulmo. Comes to Bonchis on the right side. Back up to Woods. Throws on the near post. Bonchis with the ball to shoot. Blocked off the hands of Dahlin. She gets it and sends it back beyond the arc. Pressure right now on the Huskies. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Max drives. That was Scout who got the pass. Misses the shot. Firebirds coming back the other way. It's Fee with the basketball near the Bison logo center court. Feeds to the near side, up for two, it's Friddle. 6-0 run to open the game for Devils Lake. They lead on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
United Savings Credit Union has 2 locations in Fargo as well as Dilworth and Detroit Lakes. Visit unitedsavingcu.org. Our scoreboard sponsor, United Savings Credit Union. 6-0 Devils Lake to open up this losers out game of the EDC basketball tournament. Wahpeton is yet to score, and they're seeing some full court defense right now for the Firebirds. They need to break half court. Model comes across the timeline, feeds to Woods. Woods off the baseline will throw this one off of Dahlin, and the Firebirds take it away. Heilman in the lane, and we're going to see a block called against the Huskies.
Transition basketball, and that's what Devils Lake wants to do. They want to make this a little bit of a track meet. Good take there by Heilman. Defense was not set, and again, it's been a lot of underclassmen here. Tori Fee, the freshman, the free with Friddle, and now another freshman here with Heilman at the line for the Firebirds.
Heilman's first free throw, good. 7 straight to open the game now for Devils Lake.
Mentioned about having a good start, not putting yourself in a hole. Devils Lake's been able to get up and down the floor quickly, and so what Justin Klein wants to do, and it's been perfect execution so far by Devils Lake. Wahpeton just needs to see one go through. Once you see the first one go through, but Devils Lake's done a really good job on Scout Woods so far in the opening handful of minutes, not letting her get a lot of post touches on the inside, Joel.
That's 8 straight to open the game. Woods has been their big scorer all season, averaging 14 a game, and she has the ball here, tries to split the defense, draws the foul, and maybe, Chase, that is what's going to take. You talk about making some shots. You get your first 2 from the free throw line and get things started.
That's what you need, right now. If you're Wahpeton, you got to go to a high post touch. Good take by Scout. She didn't wait that long. Once you get the ball at the high post, it can be a dangerous point of the basketball court. Double teams can come, guard, hands are kind of loosely everywhere. So Scout just went right down to the paint, able to get to the 10 and get to the free throw line and get that first one to go through the cylinder there, Joel.
Woods misses the second shot. Rebound is picked up by Max. Kept in control of the Huskies. Bonchis tries to drive, goes back beyond the arc. 3 on the way, good. Allard with the 3. It's an 8-4 game. Huskies in this one here right now. 13 minutes left to play in the first half. Here comes Martinson, shot off the iron, rebound right into the hands of Lydia Model. Ball comes to Allard. Allard feeds beyond the arc. The Huskies trying to get some sort of a presence established inside from this tough Firebirds defense. They have 12 seconds to work with here on the shot clock. Skip to the near side, Max. Max quickly closed in on ball, will be poked out of her hands by Friddle. It will stay with the Huskies.
Wahpeton will have to be quick. 8 seconds on that shot clock, so no time to really dance, Joel. You got to make 1 or 2 good passes, a hard dribble, and try to get your shot off if you're not going to be able to get to the 10.
Lunenburg will come back into the game for the Huskies. Ball inbounded to Lydia Model. 12.5 to play here in the first half on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Ball to the corner, Allard for 3, avoids the shot clock violation. Rebound, Claire Heilman. It's fed up court to Friddle. Won't get the shot. Missed shot scooped up by Max. Here comes the Huskies. Huskies starting to get into transition. Need to turn it into some points here. Down by 4 as it comes to Bonji's in the lane. Beyond the arc to Max. Max feeds into the corner. Bonji's dribbles through. Goes back beyond the arc to Allard to the top of the key. And 3 for Model. 8-7 the score. Wahpeton has rattled off 7 straight.
Good looking shot there by Model. Able to get that 3. So old adage you hear, basketball is a game of runs. It's been that so far.
Fee will come to the left side. Now to the corner. 3 off the iron. And rebound Huskies. Lunenburg gets the rebound. Will feed up to Bonji's on the near side. Bonji's up to shoot and knocked out of her hands and out of bounds.
As much as we talked about Scout Woods not getting opportunities, how about the defense that Wahpeton has put on Rachel Dolan right now? You know, Dolan's a walking double-double, someone who can get a lot of points, and she has yet to score. And Joel, we haven't really said her name too much in that half court for Devils Lake.
Max immediately inbounds in the corner. Here comes a three for Allard off the iron. Bonjis is able to rebound one-handed and goes to Coolmo. Tries for two, gets it. That is 9 straight points for Wahpeton, and they are in front. Remember, you win, you play in the second state qualifier Saturday. You lose, your season's over here in this double elimination EDC tournament. Freilich comes to Fee, 3 off the backboard. Rebound grabbed at the baseline. Bonjis with the ball, long pass, finds Coolmo, and Coolmo will get it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds by Kaya McLaurin, who checked into the game in that last timeout.
Wahpeton, a team this year, Joel, just shooting 34% from the floor and 25% from beyond the arc, but already hit a couple of threes. And sometimes you get into these one-off games. Hey, if you hit 10, 12 threes in one game, it doesn't matter what your percentages are. It's just all about what have you done for me lately once you get to tournament time. Max
will inbound to Lunenburg, drives and draws a foul. Thea Lunenburg will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And as she was going to play an inbounds, I don't think she realized she had 2 shots coming, misses the first.
Balanced scoring by Wahpeton so far, 4 players in the scoring column, a chance to get 5 here with a made free throw attempts.
Second shot will miss for Lunenburg. Devils Lake has the basketball. Fee moving towards the near side. Devils Lake opened up the game on an 8-0 scoring run. They've now allowed 9 straight points to the Huskies. Pass attempt deflected, picked up by Max. Huskies with the basketball. Fee to Allard. Allard inside to Woods. Woods off the defender, shot airball, pulled in by Lunenburg. Lunenburg feeds beyond the arc, and a 3 for Coolmo. 5 for Coolmo, 4-point lead for the Huskies, 12-8. 10 minutes left to play in the first half on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. EDC basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com. And a scramble for the ball on the post. We're going to get a held ball, and I believe it goes to the Huskies.
What a fun matchup, Dolan and Woods, particularly because Wahpeton's playing man, so Woods is trying to get in front there with Dolan on the opposite side. Devils Lake going to a little bit more zone, but the story of this game has been the beyond the range. It's been the 3 threes by Wahpeton, and the reason why that they've been able to come up. And Joel, Devils Lake's been stuck on 8 for the last 4 minutes and change here in this first half.
Yeah, nice big response for the Huskies. Devils Lake hoping their defense starts sparking some offense, and there's 2 from Scout Woods. That's the one player Devils Lake does not want to see get going here. A 6-point lead for the Huskies now, 14-8. Ball to the corner, Martinson sends to the wing, and Freilich will miss a 3, and it goes out of bounds, and she will hear it from the Huskies faithful.
The old adage is, as a coach, how long do you let a run going? And it's been a 14 straight points here for Wahpeton, and Coach Klein able to get some good transition. They've been able to get to the rim, but right now in the last couple of minutes, probably settling a little bit too much if you're a Devils Lake fan.
At the top of the key, Model comes to Brewer on the right wing. Back to Model, left side to Coolmo, 14 seconds on the shot clock, to Woods, to the baseline. Lunenburg back top of the key, another 3, this will miss. Rebound picked up by Lunenburg, misses the putback. The Firebirds will get the rebound. Fee feeds up court to McLaurin. McLaurin tried to go to the block, and pass was batted away by Scout Woods and goes out of bounds.
Devils Lake had numbers. You probably would like to see a bounce pass there if you're just inclined, because kind of you give that a chest pass. There's going to be a lot of hands. That bounce pass finds the need a little bit more, but regardless, Devils Lake able to get out in transition. Now we'll see if they can take advantage.
Ball inbounded to Fee, will miss the 3-pointer. Putback attempt, misses for Heilman. And I think we're going to foul on the Firebirds.
Tough one there if it is going to be on Heilman, but I think it might be on. Yeah, Heilman just battling for the ball. Not a bad foul, just a tough one. Bad position as the Husky player again had better position on the inside.
5 fouls for Devils Lake, just 1 for the Huskies. Model will come between the circle to Coolmo. Into the corner, three, good. It's Allard, her second three. 9 points the lead for Wahpeton. 17 unanswered points. Pass inside, swatted away by Woods into the hands of Coolmo. Coolmo to the post to Model's shot, will miss. Model doesn't get the rebound. It's Fee who feeds it up court, finds Friddle. Friddle off the iron, rebound lands between everyone, and then Devils Lake gets it. Friddle the putback. Rather, that's Heilman with the putback that ends a long scoring drought for Wahpeton. Rather, Devils Lake as Wahpeton was up to 17 unanswered, 17-10 to score.
They really needed it, but now they got to do it as much as offense we're talking about. They got to get it here in this 2-3 zone. Got to get active hands. They're trying to extend. They'll look to trap in corners here for Devils Lake. Wahpeton's done a really good job of not forcing the issue on the inside.
Coolmo dribbles, shoots. This one backhanded out of bounds. It will be Friddle last to touch for Devils Lake. Rachel Dahlin will come back into the game for the Firebirds. They're also making another substitution. Gabrielle McLaurin will see her first action of the game. Max is back into the game for Wahpeton. And in fact, Max will check in, inbounds, and finds a defensive miscue from Devils Lake. Goes to Scout Woods, who's wide open, puts off the glass and in to make it 19-10. Dahlin off the defense, shot good. Dahlin averaging 16 a game, answers back there with two. 19-12 the score.
How do you answer a runner from a 6'2 senior forward? I have no idea how you can defend that, Joel.
Absolutely nothing anyone can do about that one. Just a great position, great shot. Foul called against, I believe it will be Freilich. And her first 16 foul. There's 6 fouls amongst 6 players for Devils Lake. So you don't want 16 fouls, especially with 7:11 left in the half, trailing, but that's the silver lining, is it's spread amongst 6 players. Devils Lake will get the ball back.
The West Fargo coaches on the baseline there. Head coach Mike Benson. If they do lose to Davies, they will have to play the winner of this one, Joel, tomorrow. So getting some other scouting in for a potential opponent tomorrow afternoon.
I think one of the fun parts of playing out here at the Shack is that ability to scout your opponent well, as 2 comes in for Freilich. 19-14 the score. Momentum shifting to the side of the Firebirds. Model will come back to Max. Dribble back to Model. 15 on the shot clock. Pass inside, tipped away but recovered. Launches for 3. Misses the shot. Put back by Allard, and she draws a foul.
Dahlin, wrong place, wrong time here for Devils Lake. So 2 free throw attempts upcoming. She tried to come over and get that opportunity there and get that block shot. Instead, just got enough of the forearm and the body there of Allard.
Allard misses the first free throw. Dahlin second, as I just mentioned. Now 7 fouls. You put your opponent in the bonus, and now your lead scorer is with 2 fouls and 6:31 left in the half.
Story of the game, though, Joel's been the 3-point line. Devils Lake 0 of 3 so far in this contest. Wahpeton 4 of 9 for their 7 field goals from beyond the stripe.
Second shot from Allard's going to miss. Rebound Devils Lake. Driving McLaurin. Feeds to Heilman. Heilman gets fouled. Strike that, that's Martinson who gets fouled. She'll get 2 free throws.
Good unselfish play there by McLaurin. 2 players come around you, so find the better shot with Martinson. And Martinson almost got that and one opportunity. And another freshman. Stop me if we've said that before in this game, Joel.
Just the youth movement for Devils Lake. Another freshman checks in, and Tori Fee. Second shot will miss. Martinson's blanked at the free throw line. Wahpeton has the basketball and almost turns it over. Tori Fee gets a hand on it for the Firebirds as it goes out of bounds. Wahpeton will keep the basketball. 6:17 left in the half.
Now you've played, 10, 11 minutes here in this game inside the Shield Center if you haven't played it before. Now you're used to that college level style of court. You're used to seeing the shooters roll, and we're seeing these teams really lock in a little bit more in this first half.
Heilman steals, comes to Friddle. Nothing for Friddle to Fee inside to Heilman. held ball stays with the Firebirds.
And Scout Woods did a really good job of just going straight up. If she would have kind of undercut anything, that would have been a foul, but because she just went straight up, the ball went right into her hands. Easy call for our official there on the sideline for Devils Lake.
Friddle baseline, two-hand inbound to Fee. Back to Friddle, now to the post, intended for Martinson. And Martinson bats it around, and it's out of bounds, Huskies basketball. I think had Martinson not gone for that extra lunge at the ball, it would still be with the Huskies. Excuse me, rather still be with the Firebirds. Bonges gets the inbound. Now to Coolmo. Coolmo to the left side, finds Model. Model's three off the side of the iron. Heilman gets the rebound. Devils Lake back the other way. Approaching 5.5 to go here in the opening half. Losers out game here in the EDC girls basketball tournament. Heilman hook shot off the glass. Rebound two-handed by Lunenburg. And foul call against Devils Lake.
Boynches just got a little friendly fire there by Lunenburg as she ripped through, got a little elbow as she'll check out of this game now for Wahpeton. Looks like she looks to be all right as she just kind of went to the far sideline there. But for Wahpeton now, hey, you have a chance to get an opportunity with the bonus. Can you make the most out of it here? Even though Wahpeton drove from the free throw line this first half, just shooting 1 of 5 from the stripe.
Devils Lake opened up the game on an 8-0 scoring run. Wahpeton answered back big, and now it's been a back-and-forth contest as a missed shot comes from Lunenburg. Won't get the bonus. Firebirds with the basketball. But near side is Freilich. Sends it in motion. Comes to McLaren. Now to the corner. 17 on the shot clock for Devils Lake. Devils Lake has not beat Wahpeton this season. Fee misses the shot. Rebound, Huskies. And trapped is Woods, taken away by Devils Lake. And a miscue as Fee felt pressure, tried to feed it to Friddle, and just too strong out of play.
That's one where Justin Klein would just say, just go up with it. If you get the block shot, just go up with it. You're 6-7 feet from the hoop. Try to get that 2 points. Inbound
to Woods, works his way up court. Lunenburg finds an open Coolmo, her three off the iron, two-handed rebound for Gabrielle McLaren, and long pass attempt gets redirected out of bounds for Lydia Model.
That's going to be the thing for Brian Watson's team, is to just find ways to get to the paint, find your player, and then spread out from there, fan out, and good job defensively by the Huskies to allow them to reset defensively here.
Ball inbounded by McLaren, comes to the corner, Freilich, and we're going to get a foul.
Haven't seen too many of those with Wahpeton today. Done a pretty good job defensively, keeping their hands and keeping their feet moving.
Ayana Allard called for the foul, her first, team's third. 8 fouls for Devils Lake here in the half, 3 for the Huskies. 4:48 left to go on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Thanks for joining us here on our coverage of the EDC basketball tournament. Long 2 misses for the Firebirds. Woods gets the rebound. Huskies will come up court. Model with the ball at the circle. Comes to Allard near side to Woods, up for 2, off the glass. Rebound picked up by Friddle. It's Fee to the left side, Freilich. Now on the post, Dahlin, shot too strong. Rebound grabbed by Allard. Huskies able to clear half court. Model with the ball, tries to go back to Coolmo, who gets knocked down by Friddle. Friddle's second, team's 9th.
Red, Devils Lake has seen a little bit of the good, bad, and the ugly in this tournament so far, Joel, through 2.5 games. Season high Saturday against Grand Forks Central, 78, then held to a season low on Tuesday in the quarterfinals against Grand Forks at over 34. So literally the roller coaster of a season. They had to go through it in back-to-back games here for the Firebirds.
McKenna Coolmo hits her first free throw. She'll get the bonus. 20-14 the score in favor of the Wahpeton Huskies, who at one point were down 8-0. Coolmo will hit the second. 21-14 the score. Wahpeton is led by as much as 9. Here comes the Firebirds as we're inching closer to 4 minutes left in the opening half. Fee on the near wing. Comes to Freilich, back to Fee. Feed in the lane. McLaren turns and hits two.
Good ball movement by Devils Lake, and McLaren didn't waste any time. Just had it at the high post, able to turn and shoot, and good looking shot by the Firebirds.
I knew exactly what you wanted to do as soon as that basketball got in her hands. Feed inside to Woods, gets knocked away. Handled by Freilich. Firebirds with the basketball, down by 5, and the ball comes out of bounds. Max lasts the touch.
Very big 3 minutes and 33 seconds. You always hear coaches talking about closing and starting halves, kind of like in football sometimes, as you might talk about the start of a second half, but a big moment here, Joel, with whoever maybe gets that big time run to get some momentum at the halftime here.
Ball was inbounded to Fee, sent out of bounds. Devils Lake will try it again. Jolie Martinson comes back in. The freshman's been on the bench with 2 fouls. Inbounds to Fee. Comes to the left side, Martinson. Now under the basket, missed shot for Heilman. And the ball is out of bounds. We'll go to the Wahpeton Huskies. 3:23 left to play in the first half. McKenna Coolmo into the game for the Huskies. Coming out will be Amaya Max. Inbound to Scout Woods. Allard across the timeline, turns it over, almost turns it over, then does. Heilman will get it. Heilman grabbed it, looked like she was going to lose her footing and lose the basketball, but hangs on as Fee now with the basketball for Devils Lake. Fee comes to Martinson, back to Fee, inside, pass deflected, tracked down by Tori Fee. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Firebirds, and a pass too strong for McLaurin, and it'll go out of bounds.
7 seconds in the shot clock. Dolan comes out, so now we'll see where Devils Lake goes offensively, because again, high post, low post, Dolan's got about a player and a half around her anytime she tries to get the basketball, and when she does get it in the low post, they're coming and edging down hard from the guard spot. And give a lot of credit to the Wahpeton forwards right now, not allowing Dolan just to camp underneath the hoop.
Ball gets inbounded to Fee to the left side. Martinson 3, airballed, and goes out of bounds. Shot clock violation. Huskies basketball, 2:44 left in the half.
Scrappy game so far in this first half. You know, been back and forth. We've seen some threes from Wahpeton. No threes so far for Devils Lake in comparison, Joel, but it's been a scrappy game.
Yeah, and there's been no huge standout scorer either on either side. Bonjees is bringing the ball up, gets knocked away from her. Huskies keep it with 24 seconds on their shot clock.
Huskies shooting 30% from the floor right now, Joel. Devils Lake at 36%.
Max at the baseline, puts in bounds to Model, able to find Max. Max up to dribble, called for a travel. Max came in, was looking to bring a defender with her, and then said, hey, wait a minute, there's no one around me. And kind of took herself, I think, off of rhythm there, and that's why she got called for the travel. I don't think that it's talked about a lot, Chase, sometimes, and you're looking at, just a sophomore for the Huskies, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul called against Wahpeton is sometimes you have to start getting variations in plays or a variation of your role, and that just comes with maturity, but that's a hard skill to try to pick up on.
It is, and the other kicker on it too is just, you got to get minutes, you got to get time, and if you're an underclassman, sometimes you got to go through the battles, you got to go through the little things on the interior, and also you're still growing, right? You're 15, 16 years old. You're trying to find yourself, what you can and can't do. Your mind is going 100 miles an hour, but maybe your body can only go 70 miles an hour.
Right.
And sometimes you find yourselves in those situations.
Inbound to Fee. Comes to the corner. McLaurin shot off the iron. Rebound out of bounds. Coolmo had the hands inside, but it was close to being a ball last touch by Heilman.
I'm just glad that the Wahpeton Husky student section is wearing like that Hawaiian flavor. Makes me feel warm inside the Shield Center on the eastern side.
Ball inbounded to the corner. Heilman misses the shot. Picked up by Coolmo. 2 minutes left to go in the half. Coolmo's shot misses down in the hands of Heilman. Brought up by McLaurin. Comes to Fee to the left side. Martinson back to McLaurin. Feed to the near side. Will come to McLaurin in the lane. Shot misses. Widmer misses the shot. Devils Lake basketball. Rather, Wahpeton's basketball. They lead 21-16. Here comes a three from Coolmo. Her second made three. She's our game's first double-figure scorer. Strike that. I spotted her a point. As it's now 24-16. No, she does have 10. She is a double-figure scorer. Ball kept in bounds. Nice play from Widmer. Unfortunately, the ball will go out of bounds. Widmer, though, was able to stick with it. 1:05 left in the half.
I'll vouch for you. I'll second the motion. McKinnon's got 10, but I tell you what, right now we're seeing that Cuomo, if you don't get out on her, she is going to unload, and she had all day to tee that one up from the left wing. So Devils Lake has to close out on some shooters.
And it's Woods going to the basket. Jump ball, as keeping hands with it was Martinson. And it's Wahpeton's basketball. 1:02 left in the half, 27 seconds on the shot clock.
And this is what we've seen for the majority of these games. Really good hustle plays, really good defense, and the officials don't want to have to make a call unless they have to.
And Coolmo to model a three. No one was guarding her, and a heads-up play by Coolmo. Saw that the Firebirds were trying to set their defense. She feeds to the corner. A big three here makes it 27-16. 11-point lead for Wahpeton, their largest of the game. 40 seconds left in the half, and going to the free throw line will be Allard.
Lauren right there just reached across, and Wahpeton giving Devils Lake a little taste of their own medicine with the transition, but 2 3-pointers right now by Kuhlmo, Model, and Allard. And it's been the beyond the arc that has allowed Wahpeton to get this lead. The question is, once we get to the half and what will be some second half adjustments for these teams, if it can continue. But I tell you what, the Wahpeton Huskies making the most right now, Joel, up beyond the 3-point line. They're shooting really efficient right now. 6 of 13 from beyond the arc in the first half.
Allard misses the first. We'll get the second here. 39.7 seconds left in the half. Second one's good. 28-16, a 12-point lead for Wahpeton. That lead on United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Pass coming to McLaurin. She's going to be bumped, loses it, no foul call. Inbounded by the Firebirds. Freilich with the ball, comes to the corner. Friddle thought about the three, rather Hall thought about the three, turned over to the Huskies, comes to Model for the layup. 14 points the lead for Wahpeton. 14 seconds left to play in the half, and it's turned over by Devils Lake. Rolled up court to Allard. Allard on the wing, gets it knocked out of her hands by McLaurin, kept with the Huskies. Allard tries to drive back beyond the arc. Kuhlmo will miss the shot. Haven't heard that phrase said a whole lot the way that first half unfolded, but our score at the half on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, Wahpeton 30, Devils Lake 16. First half numbers coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, our score at the half on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Wahpeton 30, Devils Lake 16. I'm Joel Morgan, he's Chase Miller. Let's talk about how we got to this point. Devils Lake opened up the game, scoring 8 straight points. Wahpeton would answer back with 14. It was back and forth, and then Wahpeton, led by 6 made threes in the first half. Chase is really pulled in front to take their largest lead in this winner-go-home game.
Half of their field goals are from beyond the arc. I mean, they're shooting 46% from the land of 3, but just 37% from the floor, so that's been the difference maker. Rebounds haven't been a big thing. Turnovers haven't been the Achilles heel for either team. It's just been the three-point line. It's 18 points plus Wahpeton from beyond the arc. Devils Lake 0 of 7 from the 3, while Wahpeton is 6 of 13. That's the reason why the Huskies right now, Joel, and it's not been one player. It's been a balanced effort here by the Huskies.
Let's take a look at those Husky numbers. It's McKenna Coolmo, we have confirmed, 10 points. She has 2 made threes, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Lydia Model, 7 points. Ayana Allard, 7 points. 5 points coming from Scout Woods, who averaging 14 a game. The freshman really starting to pick up her offense towards the latter part of that half, because obviously she was the focal point of Devils Lake's defense. 6 made threes, as we mentioned, and the Huskies 4 for 5 from the free throw line. For Devils Lake, it is Tori Fee and Claire Heilman, 4 points apiece. Kaya McLaurin, Rachel Dolan, Corbin Friddle, and Jody Freilich with 2 points apiece. Devils Lake 2 for 4 from the free throw line. They are 0 for 3, or they have not made a single made three in the first half of that game. So that is our numbers here in the first half. Again, 30-16. Wahpeton leads by 14. The winner of this game will play the loser of our next one, which will be West Fargo against Davies. We'll have that here on YourLiveEvent.com. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents. In good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good. From simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health. Here for all. Here for good.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will be holding our Hillsboro Operator Clinic Monday, March 21st. To register, visit planterdoc.com. This clinic will provide the opportunity to brush up on monitor setup and operation of precision planting systems. RDK Enterprises Operator Clinic, Monday, March 21st at our Hillsboro store. We look forward to visiting with you. To see the agenda and register for this event, visit planterdoc.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday night racing returns this spring. Log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
We are back on YourLiveEvent.com on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Wahpeton 30, Devils Lake 16. We'll have one more game coming your way here after this, or two more games. Our next one will be a championship semifinal match between West Fargo and Davies. That one to begin about 20 minutes after this one wraps up. Devils Lake 28% from the field in the first half. Wahpeton 37%, but it's a long-range shooting. 0 for 7 is Devils Lake on three-point attempts. Wahpeton 6 for 13. So that has been the big key difference maker here so far in this contest. Final few seconds will wane off here to end our halftime. Stay tuned after the game on our post-game show. We'll name our Precision Player of the Game, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Also, we will get a chance to talk to a member of the victorious team.
It's been a lot of fun to hear from some of the players and the coaches throughout the day, whether it's been, Region 1 last week, Joel. We get to do Region 1 again next week down at Wahpeton. Region 2 at the Betty. Always a lot of fun when you get to the month of March here, especially when you talk to those seniors that understand that it's a win or go home kind of mentality, like we were able to talk with Hannah Hodel earlier from Fargo Shanley.
Both teams back out on the court. It'll be the Firebirds to begin the second half with the basketball, and standing to inbound is Jaden Freilich. And play resumes. It's handled by Fee to Freilich to the right side, Friddle. Remember, Devils Lake opened up the game on a 9-0 scoring run. Here comes two. Will miss for Fee. Rebound Huskies, and a foul call comes against Claire Heilman.
If Wahpeton can handle the press well of Devil's Lake, Devil's Lake wants to turn you over. They want to get this thing up to a 50-meter, 100-meter track meet. If they can handle the press well for the conclusion of this game, Wahpeton Joel can find themselves tomorrow afternoon for a chance to get to a state tournament.
And when it comes to free throws, I know threes have been the big difference maker here, but free throws, you go back to your previous two meetings, there's a nice feed, comes over to Woods. Woods off the glass and in, 32-16. Wahpeton has doubled up Devil's Lake, but you're talking about a team that's outshot you from the free throw line, outscored you from the free throw line 5-1 as a three from the corner off the backboard for Heilman. Loose ball picked up by Woods. Ball coming to Lunenburg, shot will miss. Rebound pulled down by Rachel Dahlin. Fed up court, Friddle will track it down baseline, knocked out of her hands by Coolmo.
And to your point again, Wahpeton is not the team you want to foul. Second best in the Eastern Dakota Conference, so if you can move without reaching, move without having to have an arm bar, that'll be the best thing here for the Firebirds. But Joel, how much is too much to be behind before you put yourself away?
And a three from the corner, big answer back by Devil's Lake. Freilich hits the three. First made three for the Firebirds, 32-19. And that's to the point is your starters are facing foul trouble, but you need to play your style of play to come back and win as Woods hits one back at the other end to answer back, 34-19 the score, and then it's Coolmo with the steal. Coolmo to the basket, layup good.
What a take by Cuomo. By the way, she's drawing out like the old, let's put some of the pylons out there and have the crossover and the cone. She's putting on a dribbling clinic.
Ball handled by Freilich to the corner. Short two will miss for Friddle. Rather, short three will miss for Friddle. A putback attempt deflected away from Freilich, and then Dahlin goes for the putback. It was about third, fourth chance points there, but Devil's Lake gets the point, 36-21. You're down by 15. You don't care how it looks. You don't care how you get it. You need to start stacking up some points if you're the Firebirds.
One thing, though, that Devil's Lake can ill afford to do is go basket for basket as this game concludes.
Freilich comes to the right side, finds Fee, inside to Dahlin. Pass taken away. No, Dahlin gets it and is going to get fouled.
That's what I would like to see Devil's Lake do more of. It doesn't necessarily need to be forced. If there's a show out front or if there's two girls around Dahlin, don't force it. But get Rachel the ball. Allow her. I mean, she is like a moth to the fenders to a big light, on the 4th of July. Everyone is looking at her. Everyone knows where Rachel Dahlin is on the floor. So you can use her as a decoy, but you can also, with that frame at 6'2", give her a nice little lob on the inside and allow Dahlin to either have a quick move on the baseline or try to get a kick out and get ready to catch and shoot if you're a Devils Lake Firebird teammate of Dahlin.
Dahlin misses both. Rebound Scout Woods. Woods almost lost it as she comes into the lane. Up to shoot. Shot altered, taken off the backboard. Picked up by the Firebirds, handled by Fee. Fee throws inside to Dahlin. Dahlin hooks, hits two. 4 straight for Rachel Dahlin, 36-23 the score.
Again, I have not seen how someone can stop that move on the inside with that little runner by Dahlin.
And Dahlin's going to be called for her third personal, second team foul of the half. So your starters, Dahlin with 3, Friddle with 2, Heilman with 2, Freilich with a foul. That's not to mention some fouls for some of your key bench players, including McLaurin. As losing at baseline. Bungees will lose at baseline. And it'll go back to Devil's Lake. Comes to the short corner, left side. Martinson went to go top of the key, taken away. A steal for Model, and Model gets it taken out of her hands by Friddle. They're going to call Friddle for the foul?
Looks like they'll call Friddle just coming across there and kind of putting off the rocker there of the Husky driver. So, again, you can go for the ball. That's fine as a defender. But if you impede the progress to the lane there, that's what they're going to call for the foul, just enough of the body.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure if Friddle was out of bounds with the basketball when that happened. That was more so my question there, is her position on the court. As it takes the Huskies a little too long to get this one in bounds. Actually, an off-ball foul is going to be called. Bungees will be called for her first. Bungees called for her second, team second substitution into the game. Taya Lunenburg will come into the game. Bungees will come out. 14:50 and counting left in this game. It will be the final 14:50 of the season for one of these two teams. Schock on the right wing, did not see action in the first half, has come in here to pick up some minutes in the second. Fee back to Schock, a look inside, back to Fee. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Shot from the free throw line. McLaurin will hit two. 36-25 the score. Long pass up court. Coolmo finds Lunenburg. Layup will miss. Stalin the rebound. And we're going to see a foul called on Lunenburg.
Well, foul's starting to mount a little bit here as the realization of your season might be coming to an end. And good hustle as we have a timeout on the floor, Joel.
Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
And we are back on YourLiveEvent.com on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Wahpeton 36, Devils Lake 25, with two locations in Fargo alongside Dilworth and Devils Lake. Visit UnitedSavingsCU.org. Firebirds have not led since back in the first half of that early 9-0 run. Fee with the basketball, work to the left side. McLaurin tried to go inside to Friddle. Ball comes loose but picked up, and it will go to the right block, and a foul will get Fee to the line for two.
Great high post touch by Dolan, and Dolan had the chance to spin and go shoot that basketball, but saw a better player there in Fee on the baseline wide open, and she gets rewarded with those two free throws.
Foul on Model. First free throw will be good for Fee. That is 5 in the game for Fee, and exactly 14 minutes left to go in this game. Second free throw off the heel of the basket. Rebound Woods, and she's called for a travel. Kind of just lost her footing and took some steps to keep balance. 13:59 left. There's nothing more rewarding as a broadcaster, Chase, when you have a stoppage of play that is right at the minute, and we just lose a second there. Inbound shot from the corner will miss for McLaurin. Rebound picked up by Model. Model moving towards the left side, now to the logo. Wanted her teammates to get in position. A smooth transition goes to Woods, and Woods is fouled. That'll be against Rachel Dolan, and that will be her fourth. Now some decisions to make here for Coach Justin Klein. A visible difference in this stretch in the first half where we didn't see Rachel Dolan on the court. Dolan will exit. The freshman Claire Heilman will come in. Heilman is giving up about 3 or 4 inches in height and a little bit less experience, but she's going to need to come up big as a presence inside for Devils Lake right now. As the inbound to Lunenburg turns and gets two. 38-26 the score.
And right now, Devils Lake, where are you going to go offensively with the big senior out, and good answer by another senior there on the baseline.
Fralick will get it, 38-28, a 10-point game, and a foul called along the near sideline. And a shot will be called for her first, team's fifth. And if you're Devils Lake, you don't want obviously fouls, but a sigh of relief knowing that it wasn't one of your players who already had one or already had two.
Good shot there on the baseline again by McLaurin to get that runner for the Firebirds, 6 points. And, you know, if she's got to be the player, someone's got to step up now for Devils Lake here offensively with Dolan with those 4 personals.
Allen inbounds to Max. Max guarded by Schock. Max will come across half court. You can hear the Devils Lake fans cheering slightly, thinking there should have been a foul on that push. As the ball comes to the corner, and driving baseline was Woods, and she's fouled. And that is Heilman's third, team sixth. Inbound comes to Allard. Now into the hands of Max, back to Allard, to Cuomo at the circle. Skips to the left side, Lunenburg. Back to Woods, Woods to drive, kicks beyond the arc. Allard shot off the backboard, put-back attempt, good for Lunenburg. 40-28, Huskies. Some long possessions as a big three and an answer back for the Firebirds. That was Fee with the three-pointer, 40-28 the score, and a timeout Devils Lake. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, game 2 of 4 of the EDC basketball tournament on YourLiveEvent.com. Girls side of this tournament, 44-39. It was Shanley defeating Fargo North in our first game. Chase Miller had the call on that one. Don't forget, 6 games coming your way tomorrow. I keep wanting to say Saturday, Chase, but that is already tomorrow in this busy part of the season. Busy and fun part of the season. As Woods, nice move, finishes with 2. Scout Woods with 11, 42-31 Huskies. Ball to McLaurin, inside Heilman's shot, blocked by Lunenburg, picked up by Woods. And Woods is going to be fouled.
Scout Woods, by the way, that was the definition of an ankle cross on the last possession. Just so quick from that left to right to get into that front court there for Wahpeton, and better finish there for the Huskies.
Cameron Friddle, her 4th personal, 7th team foul. You're looking at 2 of your starters, 2 of your height players now for Devils Lake sitting in some foul trouble.
Klein's going to bring out one of those back into the game now with Dahlin saying, hey, we really don't have too much more time here. We got to put someone out on the floor that can try to at least get in front of a Scout Woods. And then you just got to tell Dahlin, you got to go straight up. If I'm Wahpeton right now, the next 3-4 minutes, I am specifically setting up some offensive plays that drive right to Dahlin and see if you can get her to kind of get that block, but maybe it's more of a body or a wrist foul, Joel.
44-31 the score, approaching 12 left to play. Wahpeton's led by as much as 14. That was our score at the half. Sent to the near side. McLaurin for 2. Answer back by Devils Lake. Coolmo across half courts, and she will step out of bounds. Devils Lake's basketball.
I haven't seen too many turnovers by either squad today in terms of ones that you're going to look back and say, wow, that was a category. They're starting to mount a little bit for Wahpeton. They have 12. Devils Lake in comparison right now, though, Joel just with 6.
Fee handles the basketball, feeds to the elbow to Heilman. Now down low, Dahlin gets fouled. Lunenburg called for her second.
And right now, Dahlin's going to go to the free throw line, and a chance for the Firebirds to have it get some opportunities here. And that's what they're going to need. Again, give a post touch, give a touch to Dahlin, allow her to distribute. By the way, I love the shoes. That orange reminds me of like a little bit of those orange push-ups or those pop-ups a little bit, you know, when you're a kid.
The creamsicle.
Yes, those are so good.
Dahlin hits the first, will come up for the second.
I'm not sure if you're a Fanta type of a fan either, Joel, or if you call it just orange soda.
11:42 left to play. Max will inbound. We're back to that full court defense for the Firebirds. And it works right now. The Huskies will turn it over, but a nice effort. Lunenburg going to the baseline, and it works out for the Huskies. They draw a foul.
You're in a 50-50 ball trying to go for the loose ball, and give Lunenburg a lot of credit to not give up on the play, because there's 3 black jerseys around her from Devils Lake, and what you could have is Taya just quit on the play, Devils Lake would have got the ball back, but instead she goes, hustles after it, and she gets a chance to go to the line.
The first good.
Update for you out west, Joel, in the semifinals. Minot High, the number 2 seed, 46-34 over the number 3 seed Bismarck Demons with 13:53 left to play in the WDA girls semifinals.
Lunenburg hits the second, 46-35. The score, 11.5 to play on your United Savings Union, Credit Union scoreboard. Ball to the corner to Schock. Comes back to the wing, Fee inside, back to Schock. It was just a quick catch and release by McLaurin. Out of bounds, Huskies basketball. Allard back in for Wahpeton, also back into the game, Scout Woods.
Woods working on a double-double performance. 7 rebounds so far in the contest. Her and Lunenburg right now leading that category for the Huskies.
Devils Lake making a substitution. I believe it was Friddle they brought back out on the court. Huskies battling some full court defense. Max the drive, finds an open Bungees. And she is going to be fouled. A strike that was out of bounds, last touch by Devils Lake. Max at the baseline. Inbounds, finds Allard, 3, skips off the iron, right into the hands of Fee. Fee, left side, comes to Friddle, drives, hits the layup. Cameron Friddle scores her 4th, 46-37 the score. And a double dribble called against Allard. It's Devils Lake's basketball. A lot of basketball left to play, Chase, 10:50 to play.
Well, there is, and all that Devils Lake needs to do is just keep on chipping away and find yourself late in this contest down by 5 or 6 points, and all of a sudden you're a stop and a bucket away, Joel, from winning this contest.
Here comes a 3, and it's good for Fee. 46-40. Firebirds within 6, closest they've been since the first half. Model trying to get free of Fee. Model to the rim, shot for 2. Firebirds trying to answer right back. McLaurin for 3, off the backboard, rebound, Martinson feeds to the block, missed shot for Friddle, and the ball kept in bounds by Friddle, and 2, nothing but net for Fee. Fee has quietly scored 9 this half. The Firebirds get a steal, missed shot for McLaurin, and the Firebirds said this time will try to settle their offense down by 6.
Just going to say, you can feel the intensity has really picked up, Joel, in the last 90 seconds.
And I think a hard thing to do, Chase, is the shot wasn't there. Instead of forcing a second chance opportunity is to reset your offense. Such a hard mindset to get into. Missed 2 from McLaurin. Rebound was into the hands of Bungees, and she will be tied up for a held ball, but that will go to Wahpeton.
Wahpeton, you knew there's a run coming. Can you withstand it? That's the biggest thing for the Huskies. Can you withstand it with a lead? If Devils Lake ties this one back up, you feel the momentum right now. Uncle Mo on the team wearing black right now with Devils Lake. But if Wahpeton can withstand this, get a bucket or 2 here in the next 2 possessions with back-to-back stops, you can feel like that, okay, we can kind of play our game moving forward if you're a Husky fan looking at it, Joel.
Allard across half court. Hands this one off to Woods. Woods a bounce, finds Model. 13 seconds left on the shot clock for Wahpeton. Ball comes to Lunenburg at the free throw line. Shot misses for Coolmo, and it's off the iron, out of bounds. Firebirds basketball, 9:03 left to play. Fee up court for Devils Lake. Onto the wing to Fee. Nothing happening inside right now for the Firebirds. As a 3 on the way. Good for Fee. Her 3rd made 3 of the half. 48-45 the score. 8:40 left to play. We got a timeout on the court. We'll be back with more. It's high school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's a family-oriented community.
It's a great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We wanted to be somewhere that was community oriented, and this felt just perfect.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com. 48-45. Wahpeton was down 14 at the half, or excuse me, Devils Lake was down against Wahpeton 14 at the half. They have now made it a 3-point game. Allard at the baseline. Triggers inbounds to Woods. Back to Allard, back to Woods. No, it's stolen away. Martinson, the steal, will lose it on a pass attempt. The Firebirds recovered. It's handled by Freilich. Devils Lake has made 4 threes this half after failing to make a 3 in the first half. McLaurin fouled. We'll get 2 shots coming up.
Well, we asked who would be the player that would step up when Rachel Dolan picked up those 4 personal fouls, Joel, with 13:44 left to play. Devils Lake was down by 10, 36-26 at that point, and it's been Tori Fee. She has definitely withstood the test of time and also hit 3 of the 4 three-pointers here for Devils Lake as well.
Also, just a freshman.
It's the running theme in this game between these two teams.
Lauren's next shot will miss. Rebound cradled in by Lunenburg. Huskies at their heels here right now, up by 3. Coolmo with the basketball. Coolmo dishes it off, reeled in by Lunenburg. Lunenburg to the basket and 1. No, a travel. What a range of emotions for Wahpeton.
That's a tough one there. Trying to rip it through Lunenburg, and you felt like a Husky fan that was the and one coming, but the official on the far sideline said, now he just took 1-2 extra steps in that roller coaster of the game, Joel, in a winner or go home type of style here in March.
Fee with the basketball. Stops at the wing. Onto the hands of Freilich. Back to Fee. She's been big here in the second half, and the ball gets knocked away across half court. Firebirds keep possession. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. McLaurin in the lane, able to feed a pass on to Freilich, and then it's taken away. A steal for Coolmo. Coolmo leads a pass to Woods. Woods bucket good, and 1.
Great idea by Fee. The problem is she was in the semicircle. By the time she got planted, Woods was already going up, and one opportunity in transition for the Huskies.
Woods a chance to make it a 6-point lead yet again for Wahpeton. Wahpeton fell behind in the game 8-0, answered back with 14 straight points, led 30-16 at the half. They have not trailed since taking that initial lead. Woods looking for the 3-point play, can't complete it. Rebound was tipped by her teammate Coolmo, but picked up by the Firebirds, handled by Fee.
Devils Lake right now outscoring the Huskies in the second half, Joel, 29-20.
Shot from the free throw line, nothing but net for Heilman. 50-47 the score, back to a 3-point game.
That will make it 31-20.
Max feeds a pass to Lunenburg, across to Woods, and Woods will draw the foul. McLaurin called for her 3rd.
We'll make Scout earn it at the free throw line. Good hard foul. Sometimes you talk with coaches to say, hey, if you're going to get beat and depending on the game, obviously you don't want to foul out in a situation like that, but make them earn it at the free throw line. Don't give Wahpeton an easy 2-point, especially with Scout Woods, who we've seen get to that part of the paint a lot here in transition. Make her earn it and see if she can go 2 of 2 from the line.
Woods gets the first, 51-47 the score. Next one good, 52-47. Approaching 7 minutes left to play on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Ball to Heilman, hook shot will miss, rebound tip. Someone needs to get control, it's the Huskies. As coming out of bounds was Allard. It's Devils Lake basketball.
And you're going to have a hard time, Joel, trying to figure out our players of the game in this one. There's some good contenders from both teams.
It hasn't been that one big explosive player from start to finish as the inbound comes to Fee and a three. As I say that, Tori Fee hits her fourth three of the half. 52-50. Huskies lead by a pair. 6:34 to play. Woods for three, airballed out of bounds. Bunches Coolmo back in for the Huskies, in for the Firebirds will be Kebron Friddle. Remember, winner of this game will play the loser of our next game, West Fargo and Davies. Lauren on the wing, sends a pass across, picked off by Coolmo. Nice read by Coolmo. And Coolmo hits the deck, no foul called. Ball picked up by Friddle, and then it's stripped away at the other end, and a foul called against Max.
See how Coolmo's doing right now. She just might have got a stinger a little bit and a floor burn to boot as well. She looks to be all right in the backcourt, but kind of that hip area looks to be she's holding a little bit, but walking off no problem. And how about a turnaround of events there, Joel? It looks like Wahpeton was going to have a chance to go to layup. Now all of a sudden Devils Lake gets the steal, and hey, chance to tie here late in this second half.
Fee at the line for the 1-and-1. 6:08 left to play. It will be our first tie of the game. First one is good. Second will miss. And we're going to see another foul call coming. This one against Devils Lake.
He, by the way, has just been a menace against Wahpeton early this season. A season-high 19 points at Wahpeton on December the 18th, and she's nearly there again here, Joel, in this one.
Bonchi's at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Actually, she will get to shoot two.
Shooting two in the double bonus.
Team leading by a point. There's some insurance. You lead by two. 6:07 left to go on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Next shot is in. 3-point lead again for the Huskies. They've led by as much as 14. A feed comes to Dahlin, misses the shot. Wahpeton with the basketball. Wahpeton will turn it over. Picked up by Dahlin. Dahlin comes to Freilich. Freilich back over to Fee. Free to Fee. Fee for the three will miss.
Jump ball's going to favor the Devils Lake Firebirds, and Weinches right now kind of had her ankle rolled up a little bit. She looks to be all right for the Huskies, but again, Devils Lake hasn't been able to tie it, Joel, right? They've been so close here, got it down to 2 positions, got it down to 1 position. Now they just have to find a way to see if they can tie.
Ball gets handled by Freilich to Fee, back to Freilich, 3 off the heel of the basket, and down with the rebound Lunenburg, and along with her was Friddle. Held ball goes to Wahpeton, 5:25 to play.
Devils Lake's done a good job with Rachel Dahlin as well, right? Justin Klein will bring her in for 60 seconds, bring her out for 60 seconds, trying to milk as much of the game as possible, but also not having your senior forward foul out when she picked up her fourth with nearly 14 minutes left to play in regulation.
Ball inbounded to Woods, comes back to Allard. Allard across half court, gets fouled. If it's Heilman, it's Heilman's 5th. Claire Heilman will foul out of this game with 5:17 left to play.
Heilman, Joel, will finish with a handful of rebounds, a couple of steals as well. 6 points in this contest here for the Firebirds.
Allard will shoot the double bonus. And the first is good.
Going back to what you said way back in the pregame, right? Free throws might determine a ball game. Well, Wahpeton making the most out of it right now at the free throw line.
Allard squares up for her second. That one won't land. Dolan's there for the rebound. Tori Fee, who's been the hot hand this half for Devils Lake with the basketball. Skips across to Freilich on the near side. Freilich to Dolan, finds a backdoor. McLaurin shot for two. McLaurin hits two, 2-point game again, 55-53. Coolmo feeds, hesitation by Lunenburg, and it pays off. She's going to be fouled.
Great bounce pass beforehand to Lunenburg, though, to break the press there by Coolmo. I mean, we've seen a little bit everything from Coolmo today. We've seen the shots, we've seen the handles, and we've seen even a better looking bounce pass right there.
Lunenburg to the line. Anna Schock will come into the game for Devils Lake. They're facing some deep foul trouble here late in this game.
Tough one there for a senior to foul out, but again, good hustle play. Just, someone that was able to hit some shots here for McLaurin will have to be on the bench right now and hope her teammates can find, as a senior, one more game tomorrow, Joel, if she can get back and play tomorrow afternoon, if Devils Lake can win this one.
Second Firebird to foul out of the game. Lunenburg will hit the shot, 56-53. 4:45 left to play of this game. Handled by Fee, comes to Freilich, to Fee, inside to Dolan. To the corner, drive, Fee, shot, airballed. Ball was in the hands of Lunenburg, will lose it, and it becomes 2 points for Friddle. 56-55. 4:18 left to play in the game. Woods to the basket. Shot off the side of the iron. Rebound Firebirds. Fee with the basketball. Fee to Freilich. Back to Fee. On the post to Schock. Hook shot misses. Rebound Firebirds, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Devils Lake. Timeout with 3:50 left to play, 56-55. Wahpeton leads. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsborough, Hope, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Wahpeton 56, Devils Lake 55 on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Second time this half we've seen this game come down to 1 point. Unable to come over that hump is Devils Lake. It will be their basketball. Jolie Martinson at the baseline, right side. Martinson comes to Fee in the corner, Fee along the arc. Throws to Dolan. Dolan shoots off the side of the iron, rebound Lunenburg. Lunenburg will lead a pass for Model. Model get it, but loses her momentum out of bounds.
Tell you what, though, Model's got some afterburners. I didn't think she was going to be able to split a pair of Devils Lake Firebirds there.
3:34 and counting to go. Season on the line. Wahpeton in line right now to play on Saturday in a play-at-state qualifying game, but right now, Firebirds at their heels. Here comes a three from Fee! 5 made threes, and now the Firebirds are in front, 58-56. 3:13 and counting left. And a steal to Friddle. Hook shot will miss. Rebound to Coolmo. And Coolmo is going to be fouled by Friddle. That will be her 5th.
We haven't said Devils Lake in front in a very long time, Joel, since that really good 8-0 start, 8-0 run to start the game. It's been a long time for the Firebirds to stick their neck out in this game and have at least a lead here. But now the question is, we mentioned it with Wahpeton earlier, sustaining the run by the Firebirds. You're still only within a position, one possession. Make the free throws at the line, even this puppy up, but it's getting tighter now with every possession that we go by.
And Coolmo in a position to tie this one. Hits the first, 58-57. Wahpeton 10-13 overall this season. Devils Lake 10-12. Neither team with a winning record. Could change that slightly here today as the second shot is good. Coolmo hits a pair. 58 all. We are tied. First tie we've seen this game. Comes with 2:59 left to play. Fee drive, shot off the iron. Rebound, Woods. Woods to Allard, keeping it away from the defense. Handled by Model, back to Allard into the hands of Coolmo. 17 on the shot clock for the Huskies. Bungees on the post, sheds the defender, gets 2. Bungees gets 2, 60-58, Huskies lead. And now we're gonna have a timeout. I think it's official timeout as Dahlin was slow to get up and now is limping. Rachel Dahlin will go to the sideline.
So she'll have to sub out for you. Just hope it's a rolled ankle here, but precious time, Joel, regardless, because there's not much left here in regulation for Dahlin to get looked at on the far side.
Firebirds will inbound. Comes back to Freilich. Into the hands of Fee, back to Freilich. 19 and counting on the shot clock. Fee up for the 3, will miss. Rebound, Coolmo, and Coolmo is fouled.
For Wahpeton, this is one of the players you want at the free throw line that we've seen from McKenna so far today. Joel do pretty good from the charity stripe, and it's been the 3-point barrage in the first half from Wahpeton, answered by the 3-point barrage by Fee here in the second half, as now both teams have 6 3-pointers combined, and it's been all Fee pretty much for Devils Lake.
Coolmo gets the first, her 13th point. Excuse me, make that her 15th point. 61-58 the score, still a 1-possession game. Coolmo hits the second, looking at a 2-possession game with 2:04 left to play. She'll hit it, 62-58 the score, timeout on the court. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go here in this winner-take-all game. Fee gets the ball up court for the Firebirds. Firebirds led 8-0, allowed 14 straight points, trailed by 14 at the half. Finally, were able to get a tie game. Had a brief lead here in the second half. And a steal. Coolmo through the passing lane, up to shoot, gets the bucket. 16 from 18 from McKenna Coolmo, 64-58, 2-possession game. Ball sent out of bounds by Model.
Coolmo, Woods, been a 1-2 combination on the opposite side. It's been Tori Fee, obviously. She's been the storyline in the second half. And right now, Devils Lake, Joel, down by 2 possessions, but can ill afford to have a really bad possession here.
Freilich with the basketball comes to Fee. And we're going to get a foul called against the Firebirds.
Martinson moving on the screen just wasn't set. Wahpeton's been chasing now this 2-3 zone, trying to get trapping action, and Martinson just wasn't set on the baseline, so that's going to be called the foul as they're trying to get Fee coming off that stagger, Joel.
Timeout taken by Devils Lake, 1:26 left to play, 64-58. Huskies will be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake. Find out more today. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, 64-58, Wahpeton, minute 26 away from punching their ticket onto a state qualifier Saturday if they can withstand a late charge here from the Firebirds, who are more than capable of it, especially the way they've been hitting the long ball here in the second half. Inbound comes to Bungees, will go back over to Allard. Allard into the hands of Coolmo across half court, finds Bungees. And a travel call.
It's a tough one there if you're Emma, because you have a 2-possession lead. You don't need to attack the defense, but that's what the press wants you to do in the transition a little bit is, hey, you got numbers, take advantage of it when you have it there, but just kind of drug the pivot foot. And now all of a sudden, if you're Devils Lake, again, you don't need a 3, but you either need to get to the free throw line or get something to go through the cylinder here on this possession, because time is literally running out.
Fee across half court. Throws a pass to Freilich. Tried to go a little too strong inside to Hall. Firebirds keep the ball. Here comes a deep 3 off the iron. Rebound hit the forearm of Woods. And a held ball that will stay with Devils Lake. 58.5 left to play.
We've seen just two the nail biters earlier with Shanley and Fargo North. The Deacons coming back. This one, Devils Lake, great start. Wahpeton, had 14 unanswered points. It seemed like the Huskies were going to walk away with this one, and the Firebirds just nip and claw their way back in the second half. Joel, we've seen 2 really good ones here in our loser-out games of the EDC tournament.
Freilich inbounds, finds Dolan, shot for 2.
Rachel Dolan scoring, timeout, Devils Lake.
64-60, 55.5 left. Another timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Save the dates. The Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. New this year, music from Post-Traumatic Funk Syndrome, the Freddie Justice Hypnotist, the Traveling Escape Room, Nick the Magician for Youth Day, Senior Day, Free Family Friday, the Red Letter Band, the Woodpicks, racing, and so much more. NormanCountyFair.com. The Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. It is where summer begins and the fun never ends.
Everybody's gonna be there.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, Wahpeton 64, Devils Lake 60 on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. 2 locations in Fargo alongside Dilworth and Devils Lake. Learn more at UnitedSavingsCU.org. Devils Lake taking this time out. Down by as much as 14. Had a brief lead here in the second half. Now looking to get some big plays coming here in the final 55.5 seconds.
And, it's an interesting point for Coach Klein, because if you foul, it's 2 shots coming for Wahpeton. You don't have to foul, but if Wahpeton, Joel, can use 25 seconds of the shot clock here, get in the front court, not even score, that's a win for Wahpeton, right? Because then all of a sudden you look up and there's only 30 seconds then left in regulation.
Huskies inbound, find Woods. Woods sends up a pass, and Woods is going to be fouled, and I believe it will be Fee.
So he put Woods to the free throw line. Even if she makes 2, it's still a 2-possession game, but for Devils Lake, hoping that she only makes 1 of 2, you can come down again. 2 or 3 is still very much. If she goes 2 for 2 from the line, that's when Devils Lake, you might start thinking about a 3. It's that kind of hard point of the game. How many possessions will you get left? Devils Lake 1 timeout, Joel remaining, Wahpeton with 2. So Coach Klein can't call too many more timeouts off of a made bucket to try to stop the game for the Firebirds.
Woods scoring her 18th, trying to make it her 19th. She'll hit it 66-60, 51.8 left to play in this game, and a steal. Coolmo will steal to the basket and the layup. McKenna Coolmo with 20 points in the game. And a 3-possession contest Rebound, Woods. Woods is fouled. Coolmo has done it on both ends of the court. And now some free throws will ice this win for the Huskies.
To your point, 5 steals here by Cuomo, so she's been able to do that. 8 made free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. It has been a really good performance by a junior forward, someone of an elder statesman in this game.
Woods hits the first shot, 69-60.
And Woods has just been a nice compliment to Cuomo so far.
Second will miss. Rebound Firebirds, 30 seconds left to play. Handled by Fee, contested 3, good! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 made threes in the second half for Tori Fee. She has 23 points, 19 in the second half, 69-63 the score, 26.9 left to play. There's a timeout, we're gonna keep it right here.
Tell you what, just when you think Devils Lake is out of it, Fee with a dribble pullback from the right wing, but Coach Klein called his final timeout. So Devils Lake now moving forward, can't inbound the ball. If you're Wahpeton, if I'm Brian Watson, I'm telling the girls, hey, we don't need to get it in right away. We have 2 timeouts remaining. The clock will continue to wind even if Devils Lake makes it, so don't feel like you have to get it in. You know, you can move around on the baseline a little bit there, but Devils Lake is going to need a steal and a score at some point in the next 26.9 seconds. They're going to need a steal, score, and then hope that Wahpeton, which is a darn good free throw shooting team, somehow misses 2 at the line.
26.9 left. Remember, semifinals, championship semifinals coming your way next. Allard ready to inbound for the Huskies. Allard inbounds, finds Coolmo, back to Allard. Allard avoids the foul. Look at the ball knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. Last touch by the Firebirds. That shaved off about a second and a third.
Awfully close there for Devils Lake to get the ball back. That's what they needed. See if they can do it again here, Joel.
And Coolmo, big inbound pass, finds Woods. Woods to the basket, layup. Woods with 22. 71-63, 71-66 the score. And 4.8 seconds left to play. We are stopped here.
Devils Lake's number 10, Jaden Freilich, her 4th personal foul.
Jaden Freilich's 4th personal. Way this game started, a big 8-0 run for Devils Lake. Really didn't give too much life to the Wahpeton Huskies. Did not expect to see this game come down to the wire like it did, as the first free throw is good for Allard. 9 for Allard. Trying to make it 10, she does. 73-66 the score, and that will become a final. Wahpeton on to a state qualifier Saturday. Post-game show coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday night racing returns this spring. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high-bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
Let the team at Taxman help prepare your taxes and answer any of your tax-related questions. From financial planning, payroll services, and retirement planning, Taxman focuses on your unique tax, accounting, and consulting needs. For expert, affordable service from accountants that care about you with a combined 200 years of experience, choose Taxman. Open year-round with offices in Fargo and Moorhead. For more information, go online to fmtaxman.com.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Wahpeton gets the win 73-66, and let's send it over to Chase Miller.
Thank you very much, Joel. McKenna Cuomo with us here, the junior forward, down with 20 points and 5 steals in this contest. McKenna, it was a game of runs earlier in the first half. Devils Lake comes out with 8 straight points. You guys match with 14 unanswered. Once you got to that point, did you feel like as a team you kind of found your rhythm a little bit and your footing here inside the Shield Center?
Yeah, we did. After we took our first time out, we kind of got together and we knew that we had to start coming back from it, so we started playing together as a team. We found each other and it was just good after that. So,
about your teammate Scout Woods, I mean, 20-plus points as well. What did you see from her, and what's it like playing with that kind of a freshman?
Scout just knows the game. Like, we click just together. Like, it's just amazing to have a player that you know what her moves and what you're going to do and what she's going to do, and we just know each other, so it's amazing.
Final thing for you, get a chance to get to a state tournament tomorrow with the state qualifier. Just take us through the next 24 hours. What's it going to be like for your team and yourself as you get ready for one more game guaranteed here this season, McKenna?
We just got to get mentally prepared. Right after we get out of this locker room, we got to be mentally prepared for tomorrow's game already. So we just got to get ready already. So I don't know.
It'll be a lot of fun to see you tomorrow afternoon in a state qualifier. We'll see you tomorrow, okay, McKenna?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And again, McKenna Cuomo with us here on this one as the Wahpeton Huskies get the win. Let's toss it back to you, Joel.
All right, thank you, Chase. We'll get our final numbers coming up here, and our post-game show continues on yourliveevent.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
We are back on yourliveevent.com, and Wahpeton improves to 11-13. We'll play in a state qualifier tomorrow afternoon. Devils Lake will end their season 10-13 as they fall 73-66 to the Wahpeton Huskies. Devils Lake opened up the game with 8 straight. Wahpeton answered back with 14 straight. It was 30-16 Wahpeton at the half. Devils Lake then was able to chip away at it. Finally, were able to take their first lead, 52-51, with 6:08 left to play. It was all back and forth after that one, with, again, Wahpeton picking up the win. Oh, and by the way, defeating the Firebirds all 3 meetings here this season. Final numbers for Devils Lake: 42% from the field, 8 for 20 on 3-point field goal attempts. They were 0 for 9 to start the game, 6 for 3 from the free throw line. 31 rebounds to 36 from Wahpeton. Wahpeton 72% from the free throw line, 6 for 16 from long range, 22 for 46 or 48% from the field. It was Wahpeton, 2 players scoring with 20 points. Scott Woods finishing with 22 points. McKenna Cuomo finishing with 22 points as well. 9 rebounds for Woods to go along with a steal. Cuomo had 6 steals and 2 rebounds again in this game. Allard with 10 points, Model with 10 points for the Wahpeton Huskies. For Devils Lake, Tori Fee finished with 26 points, 22 coming in the second half. Rachel Dolan with 12, Kaya McLaurin with 10 points, Jaden Fralick with 7 points for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Again, our final 73-66, a win for Wahpeton. They will now play the loser of our next game, which is set to begin here. That will feature the Davies Eagles against the West Fargo Packers. Time now to give away some of our post-game awards, and our first will be our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and we're actually going to go with a team on the losing end of this, Tori Fee, who finished with a game-high 26 points will be our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, 6 for 7 on 3-point attempts. Remember, RDK Enterprises will be holding their Hillsborough Operation Clinic Monday, March 21st. To register, visit blancharddock.com. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game will now be McKenna Coolmo, who Chase talked to after the game. 22 points, 6 steals, 2 assists. She was 6 for 10 from the field. She will be the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because they want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. That will do it for our broadcast. Our semifinal game coming your way in about 15 minutes. Our final again on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Wahpeton 73, Devils Lake 66. Thanks for joining us on YourLiveEvent.com.